Hi friends, welcome to another RedditRev episode. Please subscribe and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content, and please share it with your friends if you can. I'd really appreciate it. Also, please leave me a comment to let me know what you think of the episode. Now let's get started with today's stories.
I lost everything cheating. It's not worth it. I made the biggest mistake last year. I cheated on my wife of 7 years. It wasn't a lengthy affair. It was a weekend fling. A woman I work with, we were at a conference in California. I admit, this woman is beautiful. I definitely lusted after her. She and I would chat at work. There was an obvious attraction, but never did I think to act on it. My wife and I had a strong marriage. I didn't feel neglected. We had a great sex life. I was, still am, very much in love with her. So when I read there are signs. Not always. I was weak. I was attracted to this woman because physically, she was my type. The affair happened after a night of having dinner and drinks at the hotel. I honestly didn't have the plan to cheat. I walk her back to her room. We stood outside in the hall, talking for 30 minutes or longer. We ended up kissing. We ended up in her bed. We had sex twice that night. I take responsibility. I was wrong. I'm married, she was single. I hate myself because I blew up my ex-wife's life. After the weekend, I was full of guilt. I didn't tell my wife because I was so afraid of losing her. The woman I cheated with wanted to continue this affair. I refused, and she called my wife. She went vile. She tried to ruin my career. I was suspended from the company because I had an inappropriate relationship with a worker under me. My wife undoubtedly was blindsided and devastated. My actions caused her harm. She ended up moving back to our home state to be near family and friends. She and I relocated because for 4 years she had a stalker. She was harassed, followed, and terrorized by this man. Once she returned, the stalking began again. It gradually escalated. I didn't know of this, her family didn't know either. She says she felt ashamed, and she felt her moving back was a burden on the family enough. So she said nothing. She was beaten and raped by this man. I take all responsibility because if I were a good husband, my wife would not have been back in her hometown, working an overnight shift to save money for an apartment when she had a home. She would have never encountered this man. If I were faithful, I had not been so disgusting, so weak. It was several months after the attack, I found out. I found out after receiving the divorce papers. I also found out that this motherfucker got her pregnant. My wife refused to see me, refused to speak to me. We have a now 4-year-old son. But during all of this, she had a mediator who sat with me when I saw my child. I sent money to an account for our son. I had 0 interactions with my wife. I missed her. I never had a chance to tell her I love her. I was sorry. I was sorry for destroying our family. She now has a baby girl by her rapist. She told my sister that she considered abortion, but couldn't go through with it. That traumatized her, and she's been in counseling. She has not spoken to me still. She recently moved back to Miami. I am close to my son. I thank God for this. She has a better job now. I support my son, and I want to send her money, but I don't think she would ever accept it. She's a single mom. She works really hard. Her life is not how she planned because I was a weak man, a man that was disgusting and selfish. I'm drinking more than I should, and I am afraid to fall in love. I may be afraid because I believe in karma, or maybe because I am still absolutely in love with my ex. I miss my family. I miss her. I loved being married. I feel riddled with guilt because she was raped and violated. I was always her protector. I miss my old life. I saw a photo of her with our son and the baby girl. Thanksgiving dinner. My brother and sister and parents swear on everything. This baby is my daughter. The girl looks like me. I have been struggling with this possibility. It has me up at night, trying to do math in my head. From the last time I made love to my wife, maybe I am the father. But that means this man raped her while she was pregnant with my baby girl. This is all destroying me. I cannot ever ask her. I have no right. I doubt she would even be in the same room as me, much less talk about a baby that was conceived through rape. I feel I am rambling. I do apologize. I just needed to vent. I needed to share my experience. Cheating ruins lives, it causes a domino effect of pain. My lusting after a blonde, who looked like a poster girl from my teens, caused me to be weak and literally kill my life. My ex-wife could have been killed, she was violated. She has a child, who was conceived in a terrible way, and who is to say, in the future when this child grows up and learns of how she came to be, it may cause her to spiral. All because I was unfaithful. If you're cheating, you need to consider the long-term repercussions. You hurt so many people when it comes to light. It will come to light. I promise. It will. It is not worth it. If you're unhappy in your marriage, leave. If you are getting cheated on, weigh your options. Do not allow someone's disgusting behavior to destroy you. Leave. If you can't leave, if you have kids, get help. Talk to someone. This has to be looked at as being as traumatic as a death. It is. I feel I killed the life my son had. I take responsibility and ownership for what I have done. I know if I ever meet someone and fall someone again, I will be a better man. Another part of me feels I don't deserve to have love. I have hurt so many, and I have destroyed so much. I just hope maybe my experience can be a lesson for others.
I hope you enjoyed our video. It's always a pleasure creating these stories, and if you liked what you saw, please take the time to show your support by giving it a thumbs up and subscribing if you haven't already done so. Sharing with your friends is also greatly appreciated. Let me know in the comments section below what you think of our videos. I'm all ears. Be sure to check back soon for more original Reddit stories every day on RedditRev. Until then, stay awesome, my friend.